Hi there, it's Andrea Ross. Today is December 3rd, 2019, and now I'm going to be doing my dissection of a cow eyeball. So here I just have a paper of eye anatomy, just of all the terms that we have to go through. So here I have my cow eyeball. I'm going to pick it up very carefully not to spill any of the vitreous humor. So starting out on the outside of the eyeball, here we see in the middle this protective fibrous covering that's called the cornea. That's a transparent covering on the front of the eyeball. Inside you can see the iris. That is the colored part of the eye that has two types of smooth muscle that can control how wide open the pupil is. Right in the middle is the pupil, which is the hollow opening at the front of the eye that allows light into the retina. The anterior cavity is this cavity right on the front. That's only between the cornea and the lens of the eyeball. So now I'm going to show you the inside of the eyeball. So here and through the middle of the eyeball, we can see from the back the lens behind the cornea. And you can see this is actually through the posterior cavity, which I'll talk more about on the other half, but you can actually see part of the vitreous body, or the vitreous humor. The sclera of the eye is the white of the eye that covers the ocular surface. And the choroid, you can actually see right along in here, that's the vascular layer on the outside of the eye. Now I'm going to take the other half of the posterior cavity that I have. Here, this inner layer that you can see through the back, that's the retina. So that is the innermost layer of the eye that sits on the back of the eye. So this gelatinous material that you see in the middle, that is called the vitreous humor or the vitreous body. That fills the posterior cavity. That's this whole cavity that I dissected through. Whereas, like I said before, aqueous humor is the liquid, the interstitial fluid that fills the anterior cavity of the eye. And lastly, now this is the very back of the eye. Here we can see the optic nerve. So that actually is one of the cranial nerves that will connect from the eye to the brain. And that's been my explanation of all of the anatomical features of the cow eyeball. Thank you for watching.